Before we had the transition, I told you that we are going to be having some guests with us here on today's edition of the program. And these guests are from the Initiative for Solidarity and Economic Empowerment of Youth for Change. When you hear Initiative for Solidarity and Economic Empowerment of Youth for Change, it has the acronym of ISEEYou4Change. You understand that it's something that aims at bringing in change. That's one thing that a lot of us want, right? We hear change, change, change. What is it all about? What is it all about? We have the CEO with us here in the studio. We also have the PRO, and they're going to be throwing more light on what I See You for Change is all about. Happy Sunday to you, Mr. CEO. How are you doing?
Happy Sunday to you, CD. I am fine and I'm very excited to meet you for the very first time on this show and being here with my brother and friend who is doubling in the capacity of the PRO for ICU for Change. I'm very, very happy to be here and, of course, to share what we have been doing and what we have to offer for young Cameroonians.
I am happy I have you today. This is Mr. Salih Salman. He is the CEO and founder of See You for Change. And right next to him is new Micah. I don't know how he used to tell me it's Micah, but I prefer to call it Mika. He's a young parliamentarian, and he is the PRO for I See You for Change. Happy Sunday to you, Mika.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday. It's an honor for me to be here again and being hosted by you. I must say it's another privilege, and I want to say good afternoon to the good people of the Northwest region.
All right. So, Mr. CEO, can you tell us what I See You for Change is all about?
Well, thank you for that very mind-blowing and intriguing question. I See You for Change is a youth-led, community-based association. I call it community-based rather than a non-profit organization because we are working at the grassroots level. So it is led by young people between the age of 18 to 35 years old, and we are focusing on empowering young people of that same age category. And what actually motivated me to conceive this initiative was the fact that I've really been opportuned to attend several capacity building programs purposely for youth of this particular age range. But one thing that I kept noticing is that even after the training, most of the youths don't have that privilege or are not often empowered to go to the field and express what they have been given from these programs as maybe skills or in terms of the capacity that they have been built. What are they doing with it? So I thought it wise that it's important and imperative for young people who most of the time have been perceived as being either irresponsible in the majority sense by the elderly ones. They look at us as if we are not yet capable to take up responsibility and manage the affairs of leadership, manage the affairs of the economy and so on. So for this reason, we decided that it's good to bring together these youths who have been empowered first on one end, and secondly to be able to empower those who are underprivileged that could not have the opportunity like us. So that was what really motivated me. So today, after a year, successfully we've been able to bring our organization to light, and of course we launched it in 2024 with a capacity building program called the Entrepreneurship and Citizen Engagement in Leadership program, which is one of our flagship programs. I always call it Excel. That's for you to come learn the skills of business and, of course, see how you can blend your business with leadership capacity to be able to lead not just your business but to lead people as well, to make them become even better than you, not just you but to become better than you. So that is the whole idea about I See You for Change. And today we've been able to develop our networking platform it is there. We also have our capacity building platform, and in this first program, we're able to have over 20 people on site who came for the training in 2024 when we launched it, and most of them who came left with the impression that this is something that should be continuous. And that's what also made me, if it was somehow not encouraging, I didn't see young people having interest in it, I would have decided to stop at a certain moment. But I said, since people are interested, it's good that I should develop both online and offline platform. And with the online platform, we had over 120 persons who came in on board for the complimentary online training, those who were not able to come on site. And with that, it was really encouraging when I saw the way people were really interested in acquiring, skills that will help them to become professionals in the domain. And at the same time, someone again asked me, why is it important for these people or young people of this age to have skills? I see it that our educational system have a loophole. And what is that loophole? This aspect of professional development is lacking in our education system. Many people come out with degrees actually, but you see that they are not professionals who have come out from institutions. And by so doing, it requires a system of mentorship or a model in which, while you are going through the academic process of having a degree, you should be able to blend that degree with the professional aspect. For instance, the fact that you study banking and finance and you're having a degree or a master's degree or a PhD in it doesn't make you a professional in that domain. I hope you see. The professionals are who? Those who are practicing that as a profession. These are the people, or those whose occupation is banking. This is just one of many examples we can give. The fact that you study human resource management in school doesn't make you a potential human resource manager. And this is one aspect that is missing. And sometimes you see many young people start seeing school as if it is a scam. And we want to change this idea. I adopted the model of education that is mixing professionalism with training, that is called liberated learning. It's all about behavioral change. And behavioral change is a process. Behavior is a process and it's not an event. In the course of changing, first of all, we need information as young people. We are here as the initiative. We gathered young people, we're giving them information. We need training. We need to undergo training to build our capacity. We also need persuasion. There are people that sometimes, even when they have the opportunities, brought to them on a platter of gold, yet they don't see it, they don't value it. They need to be persuaded. Sometimes you need cohesion. You need to come together for people to have this information and build their capacities. And sometimes you need generally not just cohesion or solidarity coming together. You also need incentives. And this is one of the key things we will be looking forward in our programs during the show. And aside from incentives, we need a good model for mentorship. And of course, restructuring after having feedback from mentorship. So that's the whole idea that our initiative is built on.
Yeah, Mr. Salih Salman, you've told us a lot about the initiative for solidarity and economic empowerment of Youth for Change. One very interesting thing about this to me is the word empowerment. Sally, we have a lot of things that are always like, let's empower women, let's empower youth, let's empower this, let's empower that. But now the question always comes up of, what are you empowering them with? What are you empowering them with? I think, Mr. PRO, you're going to be telling us more about the skills you empower these youths with in your organization.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. I think one of the empowerment, when we talk of empowerment, one of the things we have been able to do so far is create opportunities for those people, for the young people we have trained to excel in the society. Like first, we bring people together who are ahead of them, like entrepreneurship, and because if you want to solve the problem of unemployment in Cameroon, entrepreneurship has to come in. And then we also, like, one of the projects we want to work on now is graphic designing, train young people in graphic designing, web development, and other social media platform where they can be able to make income from it. So when it's not, we don't only talk about empowering on papers. We look for people who are doing something already in the society to come and hold the hand of the next young man that will be able to do something that will benefit themselves and Cameroon as a whole. So we have a lot, we have packaged already, and we want to say we'll be organizing another big event before the end of this year to see that it's an entrepreneurial meet, to see that we bring business tycoons, people who have made it big in the business sector, to come talk to young people, and then we get them pitch their businesses, because we have young CEOs. They pitch their businesses, and then probably we get those business tycoons to fund those projects, those businesses, so that next year they will be able to hold the hand of another young person. And then that's how we want to do, because we also believe in collaboration when it comes to ISEEYou4Change. Collaboration is the key to everything.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you so much. That's understood. So you build different various forms of skills in the young people. And Mr. CEO, you said your aim is people of 18, that's youth of 18 to 35 years old. When you were bringing up the initiative of I See You for Change, what was your vision?
Well, my vision for this initiative was to see in the next 10 years, at least, we should have 1,000 Cameroonian youths of this age range, 18 to 35 years, becoming not just entrepreneurs but leaders at a time. So the goal is one leader, one entrepreneur at a time. And we are on the mission to ensure that we mobilize talent, young talent, and resources, including financial resources. And that's why my able PIO here just mentioned collaboration, which is one of the key things. We mobilize resources to be able to empower young people. Reason being that we have noticed that if we have to rely on what maybe just the government is giving us, we might not be able to do anything as young people at the end of the day in this country. So we are seeing this opportunity of mobilizing talents and resources in an organized manner as the vision that will bring together young people on a platform where leadership is priority, entrepreneurship is priority, technology is priority. And these are the selling sectors today in the economy for young people.
So who are those behind this initiative? I don't think it's just you and Mika.
Of course, you're absolutely right. The initiative has its executive well established, and the two of us here that you see, my humble self and my honorable PRO here, is the two lead executives you might always see on platforms. Reason being that he plays a key role of public relations, that is talking about collaboration with other organizations, and he sells the initiative as a young leader who has been empowered and who decided to take up responsibility to empower other people. Now, beside him, the vice president is there for the initiative, who assists me most of the time. He is also a CEO of the Green Group organization. I'm sure you must have heard of that. All our pages are live on Facebook, and his name is Mr. Awad Bertrand. Abani is also one hell of an entrepreneur and also an environmentalist. And we have other persons with us on board. On our flyers, when you go to our Facebook page, you see our flyers. Our website is still under development. We are still to host it. Probably you can access ISEEYou4Change.org anytime to be able to know everything about our team in detail. We also have secretaries. We have marketing officers, or what I call generally I will always call them membership officers, people who coordinate our membership, how it works. And we also have a finance officer, because generally in the course of empowering young people, we are mobilizing finances. We need someone who is professional in the banking sector. So looking at our flyer, you see some key 5 members that we presented there. Once you look at that, you'll be able to have a picture of the team, how it looks like. So we have mobilized talents who are already graduates, who have been empowered, and who are there not just there to work, but they are volunteering. And you know what it means to volunteer. It is the highest form of sacrifice when it comes to professionalism. When you are building your capacity, volunteerism is the greatest sacrifice you can make as a youth, and that's why I don't really joke with these team members, because they have put in ideas that shape the initiative to where it is today. They have been able, to share the vision to other persons. They have been able to also see what I saw as a vision, and they embraced it with me. That's the most difficult part in leadership. And being a visionary person, I really admired and appreciated their team spirit. Whenever I ask somebody and I say, please, can we do something here? Can we do this for the sake of the initiative and the readiness? It really pushes me to extend that I am ready to take up all form of risks to make sure that we all succeed as a team.
Okay, almost on a daily, we have different initiatives like this that come up, and it's like they're targeting youth. Youth are the leaders of tomorrow. They aim to empower and everything. Like in 1 year, few months, we stop hearing about these things. So tell me, how unique is I see you for change, and what do you think is going to sustain this initiative?
Wow, this is quite a very, I would say, very intriguing question, and at the same time, a tricky one. I think there are several initiatives about youth empowerment. You see them with different visions, built on different visions and objectives. But I think the most unique thing that I will focus on our initiative is the fact that, first and foremost, the idea is built on liberated learning. It's not like we are here to control anybody. Okay, we train you, we empower you to go out there and excel, and you excelling is our priority. That's the first thing. We are not there to be like, if we train you, you have to follow our lead before anything can happen. No, that's the first aspect of it. The second aspect of it is the fact that we are blending two sectors that are rarely blended: business on one end, leadership on the other end. And you notice that most young people, when they are doing business, they just feel like, I have nothing to do with leadership aspects or even decision making process. I have my money, it's okay for me. But what we're trying to do is, on the other hand, we are seeing that going into business and making your money alone is not just enough. We are the backbone of the economy. When they say youth are the leaders of tomorrow, for me, I say they are the leaders of today. Okay, and that's why we decided to blend our one of our strategy to blend this is establishing vocational training, professional training, and which I've given an overview of the professional training center, how it's gonna look like, and we are looking forward to establishing it live in Bamenda here subsequently next year. And that center definitely will operate at Mawa Hotel. Its pillars is leadership, entrepreneurship, and then of course the business. That's the aim, to mold startups. We want people who have ideas not just to work under people, but to not just to be employees, but to become employers. That's what we want to achieve. So by blending these two, on one hand, you're seeing us serving like non-profit because we are making sacrifices to empower people. On the other hand, we are establishing a business hub that will generate more businesses. So this is a very rare kind of blending that you see that make us very unique and different from every other organization. And aside from that, we are youth-led and youth-focused. So it's not by elders who want to empower youth. And most of those organizations, you always hear, maybe they come, either the youth are made to feel like they are part and parcel of the program, along the line they are sidelined, or either like decorated participants. That's how the feeling always goes. You feel like you have been used along the line. But what we want to do, we do it inclusively. That's why one of our core principles or values that we value, we have the principle of inclusivity, or Big Tent ideology, as I call it. The Big Tent ideology is that simple idea where everyone who wills or who buys the vision has the space to come in. And of course, he has a role to play. Everyone has a role to play. And with that collective effort that we are putting in from different roles, we are able to come out with that achievement, which is the goal of the organization, empowering 1,000 youth in the next 10 years to come. And we want to make sure that in these 1,000 youth, we are seeing at least 50 businesses that are flourishing, 50 well-established businesses that are flourishing. And we are also looking forward to seeing those people championing democratic leadership at the same time. Yeah, while you are doing your business, you are championing democratic leadership. So one of our impressive programs as well that assures the sustainability is the business funding aspect of it, business plan funding aspect of our strategy. We want to ensure that the initiative grows by lifting others. So in the subsequent months before we launch our program for this year, we are currently have been working on partnership with two banks, Afriland First Bank. I've made consultations, though the process is still being evaluated. I've made consultations with ISEEYou4Change, given the fact that they have these profit sharing financial instruments, and we have also the premium finance situated just at Commercial Avenue. These are some of the key institutions that have been able to contact to ensure that we are able to secure this possibility of, when we train you as a youth, we help you to come up with a good business plan. We submit it to the financial partners. They look at the feasibility. How good is this business in this environment? Is it going to be, is it going to be profitable? Is it going to be sustaining? At the end of the day, when we look at these factors, then we'll say that, okay, this business idea has qualified for funding, and the bank will be funding at least a percentage, a greater percentage, because they are the financial partners, whereas we are going to put in our own percentage. You, as the championer of your business idea, the young person, you also have to create, of course, an account with them. You have to make a minimum deposit that will be told to you in the account before you be able to proceed to make your business. And from there, once you are established, the simplest way for you to refund, for other people to get empowered, is to share the profit of your business. There will be a percentage. So we're going to sign a memorandum of understanding that will, of course, tell these young people that, okay, what you are getting into, this is how it's going to unfold from the beginning to the end. But right now, we have not yet unveiled this particular package. We are looking forward to unveiling it, but we are simply telling you the strategy that we have in mind to ensure that this whole vision gets to reality.
All right, let me get to you, Mr. PRO. How do you get these youths, or how do these youths come to you? Like, what's the scouting process?
Actually, we usually launch, we design flyers concerning the upcoming events, and then we create a website where they get to register, and then we have a team that on standby. They do the selection based on how the young people answer the questions that we ask them. We don't just want people who are excited that will come at the end of the day, will learn and will not be able to do something in the society. So it's a very strict process, and you merit it before. It's not about I know you, you know me, and you are able to attain. No, we ask pertinent questions, you answer, and then some even present projects, what they are doing and what they hope to do, intend to do if they have the finances. And then once we select, you come, you're part of it, and then we create now a WhatsApp group where we get to the ISEEYou4Change network. And like he rightly said, most of the people you are seeing on the executive, they have organizations as well, because we believe in collaboration. If you want to hit it big in the 21st century, you must collaborate. So we have a great team on board that do the selection, and we keep them together in one space, because they still have to network, share those ideas together, and then build up something that will benefit the society.
That's very interesting to know. You know, we are in a society where most of our youths, they are going. I don't know if I should use the word astray, or it's a very big word to use. But most of our youths nowadays are just into a lot of things,
Yeah.
especially drugs. And if we have initiatives like this that rather empower youth and bring change, because These youth of today, the mothers of tomorrow, the fathers of tomorrow. And imagine if we do not have a sane future for tomorrow, then what becomes of the of the offsprings? The initiative for solidarity and economic empowerment of Youth for Change is a very, very great initiative. So, what is your geographical area? Is it just the Northwest region that you're focused on for now?
No, not just the Northwest region. Our vision, we're going to expand in Cameroon and across the continent of Africa. We want to see change. When you talk of change, you don't have to limit yourself just in your home, but you need to make sure that your neighbor is benefiting from that change. So from the Northwest region, we're moving to the Southwest, to the West, the North, and then we're going to go international to see that most people get to know of ISEEYou4Change. And we have everything mapped out, like the CEO rightly said. We have a great team. Everything has been mapped out already, and we're going to do great things. And Cameroon, being Cameroon, that young people, when you see young people who are willing, our elders see young people who are willing to do something and they will want to support, we know that we're going to go places with ISEEYou4Change. So the plan has been mapped out. In the next 2-3 years, maybe most of our interviews you will have to schedule, and then we get to talk, right? Because the opportunity will be busy doing stuffs across the continent of Africa. So
and to add to what he's saying, we have currently volunteers who are out of the town, out of Bamenda. I mean, a good number of them. I have one who serves as our leadership coordinator. She's based in Marwa, and we work from distance. We have our membership officer, Miss Vanessa, who is based in Yaoundé, and she's also an entrepreneur. We have one of our key members who's also based in Boya, who is the finance officer. And we also have, not to forget, we have two of my tech guys. One who is an engineer with Camtel, and he is based in Yaoundé. Currently, he's also a civil engineer. Will be showcasing one of his products here. And the other one is a computer programmer. He's a programming software engineer, and he's the one working on our website for some time, though we had to pause due to certain challenges that we faced, but we are already getting towards hosting the website. So once it's hosted, you will probably gain access to the website. You're going to see the resources that we built already, and you'll be able to also see subsequent events from the website, because like the PRO rightly said, when we launch any program, you will be receiving a link, registration link, and that link will be from the website. That is our software database. And you know, we are in the tech era. The world is a global village. We encourage young people to always take good advantages of their digital tools like phones, laptops, and so on, to gain access to empowerment programs. Most of them are very rare to see for free, but we have been offering it all this while for this past year for free. All the programs we've done, we have offered it for free. Some we even write that you have to pay this registration fee. At the end of the day, people are interested but they don't have the finances. That's to tell you how terrible the situation is, that we cannot even afford training programs that we are paying 5,000 francs for registration fees for us. I can attest to you, I and him, we attended a training program last year. We had to pay 15,000 francs each to go for that training program, and just going for the program, you have other expenses to make. Imagine if maybe the hospitality aspect of the training was not handled, like your lodging, your feeding for the number of days. Sometimes we go and spend transportation as well. Sometimes we spend a good number of time looking for ways in which we can even facilitate things so that it will not be difficult on us by just walking from a distance and so on. And starting from there, he is one of the first persons who demonstrated interest when I developed the initiative and shared it even in the X forum of those who attended that program. He wrote me directly and told me that I'm interested. This is the kind of collaboration. And when you look at his vision is based on a united Africa. While he is working on the aspect of unity, I'm working on solidarity, which is what the aspect of cohesion, becoming together. So bringing young people together is not a day job. I will tell you that it's not easy, because young people prioritize international opportunities more than national opportunities. But I can assure you that from the empowerment programs we have had, one of the most beneficial programs are those that are well coordinated and modeled nationally, because these training programs that we've had were funded by international partners, but those who coordinated everything on the ground were Cameroonians from the beginning to the end. That's just to tell you that if we Cameroonians are able to develop ours and, of course, champion it and make sure that we are the first time benefactor of these particular opportunities, we are going to go far. But what happens most of the time is that I see international partners come, they give out a program. Most of the time, like those I always see from the Northwest, like a same network of people who are benefiting almost all the time.
Yeah.
You don't see any expansion. That's why you see those things just come up and die, because the person who is benefiting sometimes does not even need it.
Yeah.
And those who are in need of it are at the grassroots level. And that's why we decided to target the grassroots for now. And subsequently, we are going to have international funders. Recently, I just had a certification from Aspire Leaders Institute that is affiliated to Harvard University of USA, and I've been I'm already an alumni of the program, and currently I've been recently made the regional community manager
Wow.
for Cameroon. So probably what they expect from me is to make sure that I bring up young people who are interested in what career orientation and professional development program. Are you ready to develop yourself personally to become a professional? That's what this program is going to be offering subsequently. And once you are linked to our network of volunteers in the forum, you easily get the information on WhatsApp. We just send it the link, and when it comes, you just register and stay as if nothing has happened. And based on, perhaps it's strictly based on merit there. That's one thing I must emphasize. It's based on what you have been able to demonstrate and sacrifice, and this is where volunteerism comes in. Most of the people that will be first-hand selected for this program subsequently would be young volunteers of ISEEYou4Change, people who have demonstrated that they have sacrificed to actually make the initiative to be where it is. These are the people we'll be prioritizing, because volunteerism is something that you don't just look at it to go in the atmosphere or just faint in the air as such. And we are targeting the program, Aspire Leaders Program 2026 will be targeting more of what? Young people who are first hand or first generation college students. First generation college student simply means the first person maybe to have a degree in your family, or if that's your first time attending university, or if from your community or from your household or in your area, you might be the first person attending university and you lack someone who could push you, because other people did not attend university because they were not pushed to further their education. So these are just one. I mean, I could say this is one out of so many that we have to offer, but we cannot offer all this at once. We are taking it one step at a time. So currently we have a partnership and a collaboration that is already established, where we want to empower young people in skills acquisition. The program was back to school skill empowerment program by ISEEYou4Change in collaboration or in partnership with Gateway IT Training Center that is based just at Polytechnic. If you're passing by Polytech, there is a story building on your left directly adjacent to Polytechnic. You'll see the placard there is written Gateway IT Center. The CEO or the proprietor of Gateway IT Center, his name is Mr. Ngala Percy. He is a man from my area, Donga Mantum, and he has been doing a good job. I looked at what he was doing and I opted. Unfortunately, he could not join us on this show, but subsequently I'm sure we're going to come with him so that you see what he has to offer. He established a vocational training center and also an IT institute that gives international certification. So when I met with him, we discussed our avenues of collaboration, and what I simply told him is, hey, ISEEYou4Change is here to mobilize young people who are in need of skills acquisition. Now, what I'm going to plead on you is, forget about the training fee that you always put, that is so much. Let's cut the cost down. He told me that I cannot go beyond 50%. I said, good and fine. We are offering so many opportunities there in IT, all aspects of IT that you can think of, beginning from software development, website development, graphics and designing, web programming, videography and editing. Even he has a professional driving school there for those young people who have decided not to pursue professional programs but want to do driving. If you are passionate about driving, you come, 50% discount for your affairs, and of course it goes smoothly. Now that partnership there is a good one for ISEEYou4Change. It has built a credibility for us, and of course we are looking forward, because the resources are there, the technicians are there to train you. We offer more of guidance and mentorship, and at the end of the day, when you look at the output of those people who will pass through from there, you will be able to attest to what we are saying right here.
That's very, very interesting to know, Mr. CEO of ISEEYou4Change. So, do we have any upcoming project, like just so soon? Do we have any project in the pipeline that is just upcoming? Like, we should wait for, like, maybe in the days ahead?
Yeah, I'm certain that we have one, and probably we'll have two. The first one is the online. We're going to be running a capacity building workshop about professional and career growth, how you can brand yourself as a professional to be recognized. This is one of the things that I see most young people don't have. For instance, if you look at it, many people have so much talents and skills, but nobody knows that those people are existing. So you are like a product in the market when you are a young person. I said, just consider yourself that you are like Gary in the market, and many people are selling Gary. You go to the market, you see this woman or this business lady who will tell you, hey, come and buy my own Gary, it's never sour. This one is well dried. The other one, everybody is using their own technique to lobby you to buy theirs. You see, the competition is high. You have to make a choice as a young person. Now, this professional program, which is upcoming, has been one that I wanted to hold just last month in October, but unfortunately during the lockdown, it wasn't possible due to network crackdown. And right now, the problem is we want to do it online on Zoom. We are looking forward to seeing that participants should be able to be able to have a stable network, or we have that period where the network will be stable for us to be able to push through with this program. Secondly, this one is in the pipeline. It is a year-long program, this back to school skill acquisition in collaboration with Gateway IT Training Center. It has already commenced. The flyer is there, the contacts are there. We share it on our social media pages. We encourage our volunteers to share it. Unfortunately, we might not be able to have a vast digital space where we can reach out to the grassroots directly, the people that we really want to benefit from this. But then we are saying and calling on goodwill ambassadors of change, that if you see somebody who is in need of changing their life from one stage to another, and they need one of these skills that you see us portraying in our flyers, please do well to share with them. And of course, you already have I'm sure you have a flyer of it. I will send the other one for professional development. That's what we have packaged so far. I will be one of the lead trainers, probably, when it comes to leadership and youth engagement in civic responsibility. Our PRO here is a youth senator. He is well endowed in calling people to take up responsibility. And this is just an example, just a little, they call it a little piece. A piece that we are giving out to people to see the kind of people that we bring on board, because we are not just there to say we are bringing young people, but we're bringing young people in their various capacities, having roles to play, because we have our civic engagement program, the entrepreneurship and citizen engagement training workshop. It comes up. We are trying to make it to be regular, at least once a year, but that has to do with funding. We are working on the funding already. So once we have the funding for that project, automatically we will organize a workshop where you will be invited probably to come and see for yourself and tell people what we are doing as an outcome. So in a nutshell, I think that we have had some few business that we've established with our members, our team members, and that is also a piece to show that we are empowering each other through mentorship. We shared ideas. We have the Raman exchange platform that we developed of recent, which is still under development, and he is one of our volunteers. He's a chemical engineer, and he serves as our energy project development coordinator, and currently he is in Nigeria pursuing a career program and doing this business at the same time. So he kind of contacted me and we discussed about the idea, and just within a month or two we were able to establish it, and it was working because he had this access where he could sell products from Nigeria, import them to Cameroon, but he didn't know how to go about it. And we do currency exchange through Raman exchange, very fast and reliable. We also sell internet free internet models like Starlink that gives you satellite internet without relying on network, and it comes at a very cheap and affordable price out there. So if you get to us perhaps and you need it, of course we'll establish it. And looking forward to our head office that will be situated at Mawa Hotel, because definitely our training center will be based there. We want to welcome the idea of making sure that when young people are into business, we should be able to collaborate and promote that business. That's one thing that we see lacking. As my brother mentioned here, collaboration is the key. I'll tell you, sometimes you share something with someone, for the person to share is a problem. He feels like, what am I going to gain from sharing this thing? But looking at this collaboration that we've done so far, I kind of feel that we are already succeeding, because it's not easy in a space of 1 year to be able to mentor up to 2 particular projects, and at the same time working on 4 project proposals, and making sure that we are still just doing so by collaborating. I mean, it's amazing. There's another program that I recently submitted a project proposal in collaboration with one tech engineer. I don't know, he's well known in the tech space in Bamenda here, because he's a young guy, very he's also an emerging leader. So that's Warrior Grappling. He is an AI tech expert, and he developed a platform called the Truth Nexus. This Truth Nexus is an AI developed platform that kind of detects hate speech or misinformation from all digital platforms. It detects it automatically, it analyzes, and then it combats or fights it.
And that's one thing we are suffering in our society.
Of course.
Misinformation
and disinformation.
Yeah.
So this is one of the collaborations I could say I'm very proud to achieve so far with him. Because it's not just him, we have other team behind. He had a team that he was working with, about 5 of them, on the same idea, and I simply came in with the force to be able to propagate the idea to come out. I hope you can see that. He developed it, but it was not known. When I saw him portraying it, and he was having some sort of negative feedback and he was feeling discouraged, I came in and I told him that, bro, what you have is something that is a global something that the world needs. We are in a stage where looking at the situation after just this presidential election, even now you're still seeing the level of misinformation and disinformation and hate speech that is going on. Imagine having that program launched in Cameroon, that Cameroon is the one fighting against hate speech and using technology to fight against hate speech. Automatically, when you type something that is hate speech, the system analyzes and it brings it down. And the good thing is, what really intrigued me more and was really amazing about the platform is that we kind of inculcated into it what we call the AI voice interaction scheme, where you can just use your voice to give a command prompt. Even in Pidgin, it recognizes Pidgin as one of the languages on the platform, and English and French, which are the official languages. That's how it is built. So with that collaboration, we are hoping that once because it's a massive project actually, the project proposal stood at the sum of 150 million francs CFA. So we are hoping that WBF Graflane, through his platform of the Truth Nexus, with our collaboration of ISEEYou4Change, we're going to bring to light this project alongside Civic Watch in Cameroon. We are all, three in partnership. So it's not a small scale project, but we are hoping that subsequently the project passes through. And this is something that will help especially journalists. It's going to help a lot of communicators. It's going to help even the social media activists, as well as the government, to be able to regulate activities of that has to do with either misinformation, disinformation, hate speech, and even violence. So in a nutshell, I am also going to talk about the architectural designs aspect of our civil engineer. I cannot leave this platform without showcasing this. Is very, very vital. Our civil engineer, Mr. Eric Sunday, who is based in Yaoundé, is doing a great job, and he's looking forward to seeing people consulting him for their architectural building designs. I gave a recipe of what we have so far as designs for people who are looking forward to establish their mansions. Some of us might in the future, I don't know. CD, are you ready to establish or build your own mansion?
Yes, I'm very ready.
Okay. If you are ready, readiness is not about the finance. For me, it's about having a plan. Readiness could be that you have a site and you don't even have a plan. We help you develop the plan, and from the plan you can know exactly how much you want to use in order to make your vision come into reality, or the plan that you've made come into reality. We simply break it down for you and tell you that, okay, you can construct this house maybe in a year, 2 or 3 years with this particular plan, and we give you 3 options. You choose yours based on what your available resources. So I'm looking forward to more collaborations. I'm looking forward to working with more potential youth, and one of our key programs, which is about talent promotion, that will be a subsequent program. I can't wait for it to come into reality, because I'm expecting you to be the first person to be able to showcase the talents that we have and the talents that we'll be able to mold by that time. And of course, what do you think you can do, either Star TV or you can do, to make sure that we are showcasing our own talents from home to the world.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Salih Salman. So, Mr. PRO, how can people, be it those who want to collaborate with ISEEYou4Change, or youths who have the zeal to be empowered in some certain aspects of their life, how can they contact ISEEYou4Change?
Well, I think we'll display a flyer on the screen. Our numbers are there. You get to us, and then we add you in our WhatsApp forum, where we share all live updates and share opportunities. Like we said, we're building a network, a network that will get everybody involved and will be able to collaborate with no stress. So there's a flyer on the screen. You can contact us through those numbers. Our emails are active 24/7. You get to us and we will attend to you.
Thank you so much. All right, and we started talking about ISEEYou4Change. That's an initiative for solidarity and economic empowerment of youth for change, without even getting to know who the CEO is. So, Mr. Salman, tell us about you.
Well, as you've mentioned, my name is Salih Abdusalam Salman, and I am a young Cameroonian leader. And of course, I served as a human resource manager professionally, and here today with over 5 certifications in leadership, I am championing the initiative for solidarity and economic empowerment of youth for change, ISEEYou4Change. Perhaps I come from Do subdivision, that is of Donga Mountain Division, the northwest region of Cameroon, and I come from a diverse background of course, a mixed background of Wimbo, Banso, Hausa, Fulani. So I could say I'm very proud of those cultures. They are some of the leading cultures in the Northwest region, aside from many other cultures that I've met, like Mankong, Bafut, and even that of the Nkwen people and Gemba people in general have a very similar culture, with the traditional outfit, the Togo as they call it, or Togo. It is very interesting. So in a nutshell, this is who I am, and if you want to know more about me professionally, visit my LinkedIn page. I am there on social media with that name you see on the screen, Saleh A. Salman. That is the name of all my social media platforms. If you go there, you just type it like that, you will meet me and you'll be able to see exactly my profile, who I am.
Yeah, you left out one thing. Is Saleh Salman married? Is he single? Is he searching? So there are those who are coming to look for empowerment. There are some that are coming to look for husband. So can they drop it? Husband application.
Well, for empowerment, if you're coming, keep the husband aspect aside first. Learning don't mix it with pleasure.
Let's talk about those who are coming. Tell us about you now. Are you single? Are you searching?
I am very much married, and of course I'm still available in the job market.
He's married. He's available in the job market.
I'm available in the job market.
So, let's get to you, Mr. PRO. I've had you once on the program. You're not you both even, you are not strange faces to Star TV. Followers of Star TV will obviously know you, Saleh Salman, though they are seeing you today in another capacity. So, Mika, tell us more about you.
Okay, I'm newer Micah. If most people call me newer Mika. I'm the youth senator for Ngok Kitunja division in the Northwest region. So I want to say good afternoon to the people of Ndop, and also I also own an organization as well. Like he rightly said, we believe in collaboration. The founder of Empower Africa, with its mission to empower the next generation of young entrepreneurs, politicians, and human rights advocates, will make significant impact in Cameroon and across the continent of Africa. So it's all about collaboration, and they call me statesman as well. The people's choice, statesman, and the aspect of you married relationships, where I would say we are focused on the things of the gospel for now. We don't want to derail from the track, but I'm open for your applications. You can drop in your applications. We go through. Those that qualify will call you in for interviews. From there, we'll be able to have a first lady that will be able to represent me in my absence, sit in for me.
Mika, tell me how you're waiting for tomorrow's proclamation.
Well, this is how Cameroonians are looking at the Constitutional Council.
Yeah.
And we believe in them that they are going to do their job. They're not going to feed the people of Cameroon, but we'll be rest assured that we'll have a president. The people came out, they voted, and Cameroon, they choose their president, and the Constitutional Council has one thing to do: declare the winner of the 2025 presidential elections. And I must say that peace should be louder than politics. In whatever we want to do, peace should be louder than politics. And stay safe. If the politicians are willing to go out on the street, the poor masses should follow behind. Don't risk yourself for a politician.
Don't in front. And we are all politicians, of course.
And we also believe youth in politics.
We believe in youth in politics.
By the way, did you guys follow Biggie Studios? Did you watch it, or did you look the updates or anything?
No, I started from the beginning.
Yeah, but politics can't hold.
Yeah, politics can't hold. We'll see. I started at the level of the woman that was pregnant. entered Biggie from there. And I saw something yesterday, like one guy won the
yesterday was the finale of Biggie Studios, and a guy from the Northwest region, I think he's from Du, he's a TikToker. He actually came out a winner of Biggie Studios 2025, and he's backing home sum of 12 million CFA francs. And then the first
people are doing things.
First runner
you see us
is Empress. Yes, we will be going back with 2 million francs, and then Sax the humorist is the third, who is going to be going back with 1 million CFA francs. Please, let's watch the highlight of yesterday's finale of Biggie Studios.
Biggest 2025 winner. Let's have Empress's highlight and Bongado's highlight before they hand the prize.
Televiewers of Star Television, that's how it went down yesterday at the finale of Biggie Studios. As you can see, that is Bogando, the winner of Biggie Studios 2025. And after him, we have Empress. Yes, that's the first runner-up with 2 million. Sally Salman said the Empress is ready to impress. All right, with 2 million. And then we have the second runner-up. That is Sax with who is going back home with 1 million CFA francs. We had the likes of rapper Tilla the rapper who actually came out of the Biggie house not in the first 3 positions, and we have been having a lot of comments online if she's going to be going back to the guest house. Oh, you people remember that, bro? You put that guest house gist, right? And then people thought that she would make money from Biggie Studios and maybe have her own guest house or pay for. But now that she has left Biggie without money,
she will return to the guest house.
Okay, she'll return to the guest house. Televiewers of Star Television, it's here. We'll be saying goodbye on today's edition of the program Sunday Live. But before we go, last words from you, CEO of ISEEYou4Change.
It was quite a very interesting show. I'm looking forward to better show and more shows, let me put it that way. And to the youth, our message is simple. We are more, I mean, we are very more and young, and we have a lot to offer. So we are still here calling on youth to become more responsible, prove our elderly generation, I mean, we are the Gen Zs, let us prove them that we are worthy of taking over leadership, we are worthy of taking responsibility. And of course, we go by the motto, love for others what you love for yourself, and our slogan is be the change you want to see. So are you ready to be the change you want to see? You are welcome to ISEEYou4Change, where vision meets action.
Thank you so much, Honorable Nika. Last words from you.
Right, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was an honor being here. And my last word for the youth is that we, at a very critical moment in our beloved country, Cameroon, think as a Cameroonian first before you act. And we should be careful and let's embrace change. Peace should be louder than politics. And I cannot leave this place without saying good afternoon to my mother, the person I'm living with, is Quencho Victorine, and my political mentor and father, the Director General of Midinopa, Anye Kletos Matoya. And thank you very much. It has been a nice event. Hoping to come back next time with my if the applications come out as soon as possible.
It's been a full time here in the house, and I am sure you all learned a lot. I'm sure you all had fun like I did here in the studio. The program was generally supervised by our stations boss Moki. We had Amos giving you the beautiful images, and Julius ensuring the sound quality.